So guys, I did something in NHL 18 today. I hope you guys are ready for the biggest dumpster fire in NHL history. Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, back in NHL 18, and today we're going to be running some experiments with a 0 overall team versus another 0 overall team. So if you guys wouldn't mind, make sure to go down to that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to hit it. Subscribe if you guys are new. Check out intotheam.com. Use code BOJO for 10% off any of your order. If you guys are looking to pick up some summer clothes right now, the selection that you guys can choose from is pretty damn awesome. So make sure to go check that website out. And every time you buy something, hey, helps me out as well. So nobody has done this in the NHL community yet that I know of. They have not yet put a 0 overall team up against another 0 overall team in this year's game. Now technically, they're not a full 0 overall team. It's technically a 36 overall team versus another 36 overall team because the lowest stat that you can choose in this game is 36 overall. Now just to briefly show you guys what I ended up doing with these teams, I'm going to show you the edit line screen of what I did for both of these teams. Honestly, I just took a bunch of players from the free agency list in the created team section and I went through every single player on the team and physically dropped all of their stats to 36 overall. Nobody has anything higher. This was 10 times easier than actually going and physically creating 40 individually custom created players for these custom teams. It's easier just to take the created players that we already have in the game and just drop all their stats because honestly it's the exact same thing. So to start off our 0 overall versus 0 overall team, I kind of wanted to bring them into the playoff mode just to do an in-game simulation with them to see exactly how they would put up against each other. Could any of these teams actually score a goal against each other would be the greatest question I have to ask. However, there's a little loophole that unfortunately happens when we try to do a playoff mode. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. Alright, so we're going to launch up a new playoff mode here. I'm just going to do 2 teams, best of 7, 20-minute period, superstar difficulty, full simulation with these 2 clubs. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute these 2 NHL teams for our 2 created teams, the Bakersfield Devils and then obviously the good old Burnaby Aces, the 2 0 overall clubs that we currently have, and we're going to start the playoff mode. Alright guys, so we have it set up here in a playoff mode, and now I want to do an in-game simulation with these 2 teams to actually see how bad these guys are actually going to perform in game. However, the game crashes. Alright, so you guys probably thought that was just like a fluke incident. We can't do in-game simulations with these 2 teams, so let's just do a sim to the next game option. Oh, this one doesn't work either. Really? Okay, so we're gonna try attempt number 2 to see if we can get an accurate in-game simulation for these 2 custom teams. So I'm gonna bring them into a season mode because I can't substitute 2 teams in a franchise mode, unfortunately. So we're gonna substitute the San Jose Sharks and the Philadelphia Flyers just because of the fact that I know those 2 teams play each other first in for the first game of the regular season. So that'll be easy for these 2 guys. And we're gonna see if we can get some results there. Okay guys, so we've loaded up the season mode here. As you guys can see, in our next scheduled game is the 2 0 overall teams going up against each other here in a season mode. So let's see if we can actually simulate against these 2 guys. Yes, we can. Okay, so we actually are going to be able to do an in-game simulation between these 2 clubs here in a seasons mode, which is definitely what I'd like to see. So you know, I'm just gonna simulate both of these teams right here, and through 2 periods nobody can score a goal, and 3 goals unfortunately light up the other team in the 3rd period. 10 total shots for the 2 teams, 11 shots for the other. Alright, so why don't we do a little investigation of this game here, shall we? We're just gonna go through all the events that pretty much happened throughout the game And we'll take a look from where all these goals were scored and how they were scored, to be honest. So we got 3 goals right there, all from really weird angles, I should say. 2 blue line sort of shots, and then another one that's kind of close in on the face-off circle, which is kind of interesting. Shots are also something I definitely want to look at here, where most of the shots on these two teams are being taken from. So like I said, we only had 21 total shots in the game, which was interesting. And it looks like a lot of shots, once again, kind of near the blue line, one close in. A lot of shots there from the face-off circle as well in the first period. In this period, looks like the one team took all the shots, 5 shots to 0 there in the second. Once again, kind of close into the face-off circle near the blue line as well. And then the third period, those 3 enclosed shots right there. Obviously, a couple of those resulted in, these 3 shots here resulted in goals. But they also came pretty close in on their shots, so very, very interesting. Penalties, let's see. So there were elbowing and delay a game, minors, hooking, cross-checking, and holding penalties. Okay, so pretty interesting penalty chart right there. Face-offs, it was a clean sweep in every single area for one team on the ice, which is always nice to see. Net chart, this is also very, very interesting stat to look at here, because all these guys have crazy low accuracy and crazy shot power. So it's going to be really interesting to see where most of the shots landed. So the first period, as you guys can see, as I expected, a lot of shots to be low to the net, but there actually were 2 shots that got almost to upper center and upper right. So not bad. Who took those shots right there? Mancari, and who took that other one? Masonauer. So those 2 guys actually elevated the puck enough to get top part of the net there in the first, so that's interesting. Second period, like I said, all from this one team. Once again, shots are all relatively low, except for that one by Marc-Andre Cliche, kind of middle right. And then the third period here, all shots once again low, and 3 goals to the bottom right part of the net. And 4 shots there in total in that third period got elevated to the left, top left part of the net as well. So yeah, I expected a lot of these shots to be low to the nets, but still it surprised me that a bunch of these shots actually got elevated to the top part. Alright guys, so now it's time for the rematch between these 2 teams, and hopefully it works once again. It does work again, okay. We're just going to do goals here. First period, ooh, 2 goals right there for this team. This Aces team seems to be the better of the 2. Next period, wow, 4-0, Dennis Wideman, I think that is. 5-0, holy smokes, this team put up 28 shots. The other team only had 3. All right, let's go take a look at the shots, where most of the shots were taken from. Once again, face-off circle, kind of in the middle of the ice as I expected. Second period, middle of the ice, kind of face-off circle, one outside the face-off circle. Third period's kind of weird there. 3 shots beyond the face-off circle in the corner, so I'm interested to see how those shots were being taken. 1 shot taken from center ice as well. Definitely don't overlook that. We'll take a look at the hits here for the third period once again. They should, a couple center ice hits. A lot of hits there in the first period as well, so interesting. Penalties, let's see, were there any penalties taken? Only 1 penalty there, a minor for hooking. It's weird because these teams have 36 disciplines, so you would think that they would be taking a lot of penalties, but I guess it's because like they're stick checking, defensive awareness, maybe like shot blocking in a sense, or just general like passing, and all that kind of attributes are so low. I don't think they're accurate enough for them to actually hit anything so that they could actually cause penalties. So that's very interesting. There's the face-off totals once again, as you guys can see. Pretty one-sided for one team in all sections of the ice. And then finally, the net chart. Once again, we'll see if most of these shots are low to the ice. No, they're not low to the ice in this game at all. The 1 goal that was scored is bottom left there in the first period, while all the rest of the shots are kind of middle. Actually, there's a goal up there too, top left. So interesting for there in the first. 2 goals kind of middle right there in the second, but once again, more shots being elevated there in the second period. And then the third, another goal, mid left, and shots all over. So somebody almost picked the top corner right there. Who almost picked the top corner there? Wideman did there in the third. So that game is also interesting as well. So stats are all over the place. The first game actually kind of depicted what these 2 teams actually should do, like low shots, maybe a low scoring game, low amount of shots being taken in the game. But this one, that Aces team just went leaps and beyond better than what people expected. 28 shots, the other team only mustered 3. Okay guys, so pretty much to end off this video here, we're just gonna watch these two teams play up against each other and see actually how bad the computers may actually play with 36 overall players here, and actually how they play here in the game and simulation. And honestly, the way they're playing right now, full sim, superstar difficulty, they're playing kind of okay right now. It's, once again, it's very hard for the CPUs to screw some things up here in this game and the way these two teams play, but it's very, very hard for the computers to make mistakes. As you guys know, computers are definitely perfect in their little old world, and the CPUs barely made any mistakes, and they're putting shots on net, which is always very interesting to see. So yeah, man, like, their passes are as accurate as they can be. They're doing a good job of skill zoning it as per usual. The speed 100%, you guys could tell, is definitely affecting the way this is playing here, but I mean, he just poke checked the puck off of the player right there. So all these low stats, and all, like, 36 passing all these players have. 36 passing, and I haven't seen any of them miss one pass in particular yet. That's just the CPU right there for you, and putting up shots like that, dude, like, that's a decent shot that somebody in an online game would take if they're below the goal line, like right there. So I just wanted to do this video just to show you guys actually how a 0 overall team would play against another 0 overall team. And through in-game simulations, as you guys can see, one team definitely is going to be more heavily favored in the other. But if we take it into an in-game computer versus computer game and watching how these computers play against each other, there really isn't much of a difference in, like, the general performance of play. Obviously, you can tell that like, shot power is 100% reduced, the speed is definitely reduced, but other things like passing and poke checking and things like that, blocking shots, they really just don't seem to have that big of an effect on these players, because through what we've been watching so far, I've seen maybe one missed pass from all of these computer players. So a video that I have planned in mind for you guys is taking one of these 0 overall teams and going head to head against a 99 overall team. Now, you guys know that I can easily manipulate computers in this game, but I think that would be a crazy challenge for me to go up against, having a team like this and going up against another team of all 99 overall players. They're definitely going to be outspeeding me, outshooting me in every which way possible. So I think that would be a nice little challenge to do here in NHL 18. And maybe we'll put something on the line, maybe in Hockey Ultimate Team or something like that. We'll have that on the line. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down below. Let me know your thoughts on 0 overall versus 0 overall team. Did you guys expect this kind of a result here in NHL 18? And once again, if you guys would like to see me do that 0 overall versus 99 overall team in this game, let me know down below in the comments section, and that will be our next video that we do. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe as always. I'll see you guys for another video. Peace.